Hey guys, it's Dream Big with Danielle. Today I have our special guest, Holden Bowersock. He's from Coldwell Banker. And I'm going to be asking him a few questions about how he got into real estate, a little bit about his background, and maybe some advice for you guys to take away from. So Holden, you're with Coldwell Banker. Can you give us a little bit of background, like when you got started with real estate and what got you into it?
Sure. It's Coldwell Banker Platinum Properties.
Oops. Thank you for correcting me.
Just adding to. Now, please ask the question again.
Yeah, no problem. So how did you get into real estate and what prompted you, what motivated you?
I've always been in sales, and from where I was, I wanted to sell larger products and make more money. Mm-hmm. So why did I get into it and what motivated me? Mm-hmm. Money.
That's a great answer. I think all of us appreciate and really like money.
Yeah.
So you said you had a background in sales. Mm-hmm. Where did it start?
Started a long time ago. I graduated college with a degree in marketing way back and had been in sales but refined what I did and ended up over a decade ago going into real estate to make larger amounts of money, sell larger products and make more money. And fortunately, that's what I'm doing.
Good. And what area do you specialize in? Because you're with Coldwell Banker Platinum Properties. Can you tell viewers, what area you specialize in?
What area geographically?
Yes.
I specialize in Irvine, in College Park, the Colony, Harvard Square, and West Irvine.
Okay. Wow. So you named 4 different communities.
Yeah.
Obviously, that didn't happen overnight. And you mentioned a really key term. You said geographically. So are there other types of areas that you do specialize in other than geographically in terms of like your real estate career?
Absolutely. If you have a house, I don't care where you are, I'll sell it. But I'm in these areas every day. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I specialize in them. Mm-hmm. I know the homes, the models, how many homes there are in the area, what goes on in those areas. In College Park on 4th of July, I'm Uncle Sam. Okay? And I walk around in the parade dressed like Uncle Sam. Mm-hmm. So I do these kind of things in these areas. I specialize in the areas, but I sell homes all over.
Perfect, great. And how long have you been in real estate? Obviously it took you time to get to where you're at now. Can you share how long you've been in real estate and what has helped you get to the point to where you are now successfully in real estate?
Yeah, I've been licensed since '98.
Okay.
I've been focused in residential the way I am now since about '06.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay. So basically I wanted to find out, how long you've been doing real estate and what has guided you, what's helped, get you to where you're at. Because I know you're very successful. When I met you back in October, I every week at Irvine Broker Preview, Holden was on the list, with a new listing. So I was like, okay, how is this guy, you have to be very successful. But obviously you started somewhere. So I kind of want to know, like, how, where was that somewhere for you? And, how...
I'll tell you exactly, okay? I got into the business because I wanted to sell homes and make money. Mm-hmm. How the hell do you do it? That's the thing,
right?
Okay? And I got in, and I took as ever long as it took to figure out how to do it, okay? Because there's schools, there's techniques, there's this, there's that. That's fine. And I know some companies you go to and they put you in classes. You sit there every week for 20 years and you still don't know what the hell you're doing. Well, fortunately, I've got a better idea than I did a few years ago in terms of what I'm doing. I figured out a pattern, a routine, a way of running my aspect of the business that works for me. but it works. So there are some things about the way that I do the business that apply to the way I am, but there's some aspects of it that would apply to everybody. If you say, how do I do it? I don't know how to do it. I'll give you 3 words that will tell you how to do it from nothing to everything.
Wow. Okay. So probably we were gonna have to do another interview, or maybe get some agents to probably if there's agents that probably have questions that want to know more in detail, but we'll figure that out another time. We'll have you return as a guest.
That'll be Holden Part 2.
Yeah, Holden Part 2. So stay tuned. Okay, Holden. So what have been some obstacles for you in real estate? You've been in it. You said you've been licensed since '98. We're in 2017. Obviously, there's been some ups and downs. Share with us.
It's a mess out there. Even today, it's a mess out there.
Yeah.
You gotta find your way through the mess, hold your head up. Can I be profound with my language?
Absolutely.
You gotta ride through all the bullshit that occurs every day and get the money. However you do it. You gotta deal with 1 million different types of personalities every day. Drink a lot of coffee, that helps. Okay.
I do that daily.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're thinking about going into real estate. Anyway, so you got to get through all the personalities and just stay focused on the end result, which is what?
The bigger picture? The money.
The end result is closing the deal, having your buyers, your sellers happy with your service. They get their money, you get yours.
Good. All right. So main thing, how do you deal with the obstacles? You get through the...
How do you deal with the obstacles? You get pissed off, you drink coffee, and you don't stop. You don't stop. That's the thing, okay? That's the whole thing. Yeah. The 3 words I was going to say, no matter who you are or what point you're at in this business, are these.
oh, you're going to give us the 3 words?
I'm going to give you 3 words.
All right.
Farming. That's it. From the beginning to the end. That's how you do this. That's it. I do it every day, all the time. And everything else follows, and that's it.
Yeah. And I've known you for, quite some time now, almost a year.
You've been in a lot of my listings.
Yeah, I've gone to many of your listings, and every time I speak to you, it's the same thing. You're always out knocking on doors, from the morning till the evening.
Right.
And every time I ask you, how did you get this listing? It's a door knock or, a referral or, it's just because you sold at least 2 or 3 homes within that same block. I mean, even now you have a couple listings literally steps away from each other, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, you really kill it, Holden.
Thank you.
Let's see. What have been some of your greatest accomplishments, do you think? Or can you name one accomplishment that you are really proud of so far being in real estate?
Well, I like closing deals. I like making the sellers... I like it when the deal is closed, the seller is happy, getting a high price. Can I be very specific?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I was happy about 14862 Mayton that I sold a few weeks ago. That was a loan up until a week prior to closing when the lender wasn't performing, had the lender should, and this lady was able to cancel the loan, bring in all cash, close the deal. We closed the deal, and then 2 days later, it seems the market slowed down.
Wow.
So I was happy about that.
Yeah. So that's a really recent accomplishment in your...
Very, very recent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I had no idea. No wonder you're super excited about Mayton. Okay.
Mayton.
Thanks for correcting me, Holden.
Sure.
Okay. So, let's see. What kind of trends... Okay, you just brought up a really... it's kind of segueing into the next question. So you just brought up, after Mayton closed, the market kind of slowed down. So I was just going to ask you, in the past 5 years, or even within the last year, can you explain to viewers, like, what trends have you seen in the market? You know, whether it's your listings or I know you focus on listings, but if you have any, you know, contribution to like buyers.
I see what buyers are doing very well. I do work with buyers, but obviously I see how they're reacting in my listings all the time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously the whole system is going up, but it goes up and then in increments it goes down and stalls and does all sorts of things as it's on the way up in this very long real estate cycle that we're in. So anyway, please continue.
So basically, what kind of trends have you seen?
Trends.
Like, well, you said it goes up and down, but like within this last year, you know.
When you say trends, what do you mean?
Very good question, because I could mean something entirely different than what you're assuming. So trends meaning like, okay, you know, right now, is it a seller's market or is it a buyer's market? Or, you know, what's slowing down? What's, you know, is it slow right now for sellers or is it slow for buyers? That's what I mean by trends.
Well, it's very interesting because all of this year I've been putting on these, you know, $850,000, $900,000 homes, and we've been selling them like that.
Right.
And then suddenly that thing stopped, and I put on one for $699.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing is going on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that in this particular moment, the price point has adjusted, but I do think that that's going to be adjusting itself shortly as well.
Okay.
But I that's just interesting to me.
Yeah. Okay. And what kind of advice can you give to agents that are really working hard right now, or maybe even agents or not yet or soon to be agents? What kind of advice can you give them in terms of real estate and their goals?
Well, and it depends what their goals are.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what are their goals?
Yeah, well, you know, trying to be maybe like a top agent, because obviously when you get into real estate, you want to make money.
Right.
You know, but we all have different goals.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. But I feel like a lot of people get into real estate and maybe one of their goals is, you know, they see themselves, you know, being like a top agent, you know, in whatever certain geographic area.
So how I would describe getting into real estate and succeeding. You have to, like I said before, farm. That's it. Now, there's a lot to that, and a lot of things we do.
Right.
Anyway, you have to be farming every day, and you've got to have your feet on the ground. You've got to be if you're going to do geographical farming like I do, and there's all sorts of different ways, but if we're being specific about what I do, you've got to be in the area all the time, and the people have to know you.
Exactly.
And when they are going to sell their house, you have to be the one that they think of. However you do that, and I've got my ways. But that's what you have to do. You have to work at it every day. Many days you don't want to and you don't feel like it. I don't care. You do it anyway, okay? Farming every day, and it takes a long time. That's just the way it goes.
Right.
But it works.
Good. So basically, if you want to get, you know, a certain, I guess, status in real estate, you have to work hard every day. That's what you're saying.
Well, because in this area, the competition is ridiculous. It's like being an actor or a musician or something.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You want to be a listing agent, so do the next 100 people that are sending flyers and all this kind of stuff. Why would they choose you? That's they have to choose you. You have to get in there somehow.
Yeah.
At least the way I do it.
Right. And you know, I always hear this, from other workshops that I go to or other offices that I visit. There's always like the broker or the team leader, that's always pushing and ingraining into agents like you got to work every day. I mean, I visited office, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and the broker, was telling his agents, you shouldn't even have a day off, until you're making like X amount of money. And like, to me, that really resonated because I'm like, yeah, like he's right. You should be working, day in and day out, if you really want to get to where you want to be. So I totally understand how your work ethic has really paved the way to where you are now. It makes sense that you worked every day, farm, and look at how, successful you've been. And I just see that you continuing to do so. Right?
Thank you. You're inspiring me.
It's all just your own words. Good. Okay. So, you said something really important earlier on. You said that, to be in this business, you have to get through, all the obstacles. What are some things that help keep you and stay positive in this business?
I don't know, because I'm pissed off all the time. No,
you're
really.
not.
Yes, I am. Well, let me.
Actually, I take that back. Yeah, I've met with you a couple times, and you're like, "Oh my God, can I tell you about this story?" We won't say the stories on, but
you know what? It and relating back to what you said about the broker and working every day, depends on the person. If you're focused and you know where you want to get to, then you'll want to do work every day and get there. To backtrack a minute, like for me, it was one thing to when I started to say, oh, I want to sell this house and make this money. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. After about a month, I said, whoa, how do you do this? This person is saying this person is saying that. There's a million things coming at me. I don't know what the hell to do.
Right.
That's when I took a long time. I took every moment I had to figure out how to do it and put together a plan for me. That's what a person, when I say farming, that's what a new person would want to do, is put together a plan that would work for them, because that's what I did. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a mess out there. Yeah. And your question, you just said something.
I was just asking, basically, what steps do you take to stay positive?
Oh, yeah. and since I told you that I'm not, and this isn't funny, I'm serious. I'm drinking coffee. And I
drink lots of coffee?
Yes, and I laugh. I don't know. You want the end result. I don't care. Sometimes you're mad, sometimes you're not. You've got to, whatever it takes to get the deal closed.
Yeah.
And get the money.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're very focused on closing the deal.
Yeah.
And that you always see the end result in every situation, whether it's a buyer or a seller.
Yeah.
So that's great. I think some people have different approaches. Like I said, I've been to different offices, and what I've seen from you and how you deal with, your business, your approach is definitely different, but it works for you. So, congratulations on all your success. And we're going to be wrapping up now, but I definitely want to bring you back,
For part two?
Yeah, definitely for part two, because we're going to ask you some more questions. We're not done here. All right. If people do have any questions, or if they want to contact you, or, maybe they want to know more about real estate and what you do, is there any contact information you can provide our viewers with? Maybe like an email?
Yeah, sure. What should I...
Email is fine, yeah.
Okay. I'm Holden Bowersock with Coldwell Banker Platinum Properties. My email is Holden, HOLDEN, at cbplatinumproperties.com.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Holden. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me.
Thank you.
And talk about your career and how you farm, and drink lots of coffee. All right, guys. Thank you. That is all for today. And remember, dream big.